gentlemen, welcome. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. What a gorgeous Monday morning it is today here on June 26, 2023. Appreciate you tuning in here on Wabash Catch TV as I am joined today by some folks from the Wayne County Fair down in Fairfield, Illinois. That's Larry Obrecht over there, and this is Leslie Cordill over here. And we are going to talk about all kinds of different events and a lot of fun to be had at the down at the Wayne County Fair. Starts July 8th. July 8th, and we'll end like in August sometime. Would you mind it being a month and a half long?
No.
But we're going to do all that here in just a little bit here on Wabash Catch TV. Again, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in, however and wherever you are. You guys are off camera now. So, by the way, Larry, I didn't tell you there's a monitor right there that everything you can see the whole show, whatever's going on. You're happy about that?
It don't bother me.
Okay.
Nothing worse than playing basketball.
What? No, that's right. Yeah. You usually don't look at the TV when you're playing basketball. What's going on today on Monday, June 26th? This is kind of an interesting one. Over at the Clay County Hospital in Florida, it starts 2 minutes ago. The Clay County Hospital Auxiliary will host the Chocolate Man. The Chocolate Man is going to be there today and tomorrow at the at the hospital conference room. Sales will take place from 9 to 4 p.m. each day, with a portion of the proceeds going to the hospital auxiliary. I don't know. That's all it says. The Chocolate Man's going to be there now, whether he's bringing fancy Ghirardelli from San Francisco, if he's bringing fancy Nestle stuff from Switzerland, or if he's just bringing plain old Hershey, or if he's just making his own. I don't know what he's doing, but the Chocolate Man is going to be at the Clay County Hospital. You might want to go check it out and have some fun. What else is going on today? Actually, I'm going to tell you about something going on tomorrow as well, or I guess it's going on Wednesday, because I don't have a show tomorrow. This is a reminder from the village of Sisney. They're going to celebrate their big 62823 day on Wednesday afternoon. It's the big zip code day. We had Linda Barnard on last week along with Paul Lowe to talk about it. That's good, clean fun. Hope you get over there on Wednesday, and that's a good time. It's going to be from 4 to 7 p.m. Well, check that. A flea market from 4 to 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Then they're going to have bands as well. There's going to be a band over at the Dog Pound Lounge and All-Star Package, as well as a gospel band in the park. So take your pick or go see both. I think they're both free to the public and free to everybody. Andy King, I believe, is playing over at the All-Star Package, and it's Paul's band. What was it, Larry? What's the name of his gospel group?
I don't remember.
It's Fortress, isn't it? Is it Fortress? I think it's. Well, they've probably maybe a few years have played at the fair. They've sung at the fair.
I don't think he's ever played at the fair, but.
I don't know, but again, that is taking place on Wednesday, all day and evening long there in the Sisney, mainly on the park. They'll have the blow up stuff the kids can play in, and probably not the best way to put that, is it? The blow up, the kid
inflatables.
Thank you. Leslie tells me it's inflatables. Yeah, there you go. That the kids can play in. What else is going on here on Monday? It's Gospel Lighthouse food distribution today from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. The Gospel Lighthouse Church over in Odin, they will have a drive-through food distribution again from 10. Well, it says 10 to 11 in one spot, 10 to noon in the other. I'd try it before 11 o'clock. They may try to shut it down. at the church. Now, the church is there on US 50 between Salem and Odin. Only one box per month per address. So if you're needing the food distribution, by all means, do what you can. Marion County Genealogical Society is meeting as well. That'll be tonight at 6 o'clock at the Brian Bennett Library there on the north side of Salem. The June meeting is, the June meeting is going to be at a local church, and it's going to be at the Salem Church of Christ, which is at 1213 East Main Street. Public is invited. Light refreshments will be served, and this is to learn about the history of the Church of Christ there in Salem. They do a wonderful job there. The Genealogical Society, I think, has some links over there to the nice the history museum they have right there next to City Hall too. So give them a shot, see what's going on. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen, here on June 26th? This is National Beauticians Day. June 26th, whether your beautician is new or the relationship has grown over the years, be sure to share your appreciation with a token of gratitude, such as flowers, a card, maybe something else to help out. Just tip them maybe a little bit more. I've got to ask, okay, I have had the same, I'm 56 years old and I've had the same barber for the last 10 years, and I had to change to that barber after my other one retired and passed away. I've had basically two barbers over the last 30 years. How long have you dealt with your hairdresser?
Maybe like 4 to 6 months now.
Is that right? Why'd you change? What was the story there? Just a new time for new hair.
Yeah, there you go.
How about you, Larry?
There you go.
Oh, I've had a couple different ones.
Yeah.
Just wherever I can get in the quickest.
Wherever you get into, well, if Roy's closed now,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Roy's closed.
So, I mean,
Razor Roy.
well, that was probably a dent in the community sales tax coffers when Roy closed. But yeah, nice. Enjoy Beauticians Day. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Coconut Day. National Coconut Day falls each year on June 26th. Summer starts in earnest when the National Coconut Day arrives. The coconut offers sweet support for your bodies in several ways. Coconut oil alone falls into the superfood category due to its medium chain triglycerides content. MCTs, I have no idea what that is. You know what MCTs are? Anybody? Medium, well, they're medium chain triglycerides apparently. Whether supporting a weight loss program, moisturizing your skin and hair, or metabolizing into energy, coconut oil plays a significant role in your body. The Coconut Council, oh, there's a bunch of coconut products right there. I have drank coconut water. I didn't realize it had calories. 20 calories there. You can barely see that. Coconut milk has more calories. Shredded, yuck. Coconut oil. What's the best way? What's the best way to eat coconut? Do either of you enjoy coconut?
I like shredded coconut.
You like shredded?
In a Mounds bar.
In the mountains.
Exactly.
It's really
So
good.
yeah, I see. That's the thing I never could get. Wow, you like Mounds better than Almond Joy? You don't want the nut on there?
No, it's dark chocolate in a Mounds.
Oh.
Milk chocolate in a Almond Joy.
Almond Joy is milk chocolate?
Yes.
No kidding. I thought they were the same thing, but the Almond Joy just had a nut on top.
No.
Well, you learn something new every day. Thank you, Leslie. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
I do have a funny story about coconut.
Tell me.
We've been trying different fruits at our house.
Uh-huh.
So we found this coconut, me and my daughter. We
Okay.
were like, at the store. And we're like, well, it's going to have this great coconut milk inside of it. Like, let's try it.
Sure.
So we brought it home and got it open and
Okay.
poured it into a glass, and we
Yeah.
took one drink, and it was just not what we expected. It was not
Not
good.
like buying coconut milk all by itself at the store, is
no,
it? No.
no.
That's hey, at least you tried
But we
because
tried it.
you recognized. Well, like I say, or like you see there, the coconut milk health benefits. I'm sure if I could read those from this far away, there'd be a bunch of them. Actually, it doesn't look like all that much, but you know, that's good, clean fun. What else is going on on today, ladies and gentlemen? Well, now this was the one we were all waiting for. I know Leslie was waiting on this because she spied it on the camera on the TV earlier. This is the fun one, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to National Chocolate Pudding Day. Now this I can get behind. Each year on June 26th, National Chocolate Pudding Day gets us all excited for a serving of this creamy dessert. Children and adults alike love chocolate pudding and have done so for generations, usually eaten as a snack or dessert. Chocolate pudding is also used as a filling for chocolate cream pie. That's where I like the chocolate thing. There's actually a really good chocolate pudding. Now, as adults, though, are we supposed to leave the chocolate pudding to the children? And what we eat is chocolate mousse? Or is that just too fancy? Fancy dancy.
I guess maybe fancy.
That's a little fancy,
I eat
isn't it?
both.
You eat both?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll eat chocolate pudding if, who's kidding who? I'll eat chocolate pudding if I see it. I don't have to have a special reasoning to eat chocolate pudding, but yeah, today is National Chocolate Pudding Day. All right, it's quiz time. When was the first chocolate pudding mix introduced by Jell-O? When did Jell-O General Foods introduce their first? That's, of course, everybody grows up eating chocolate pudding from Jell-O pudding.
Not a clue.
I'll give you a decade.
I was gonna say,
Come to the closest decade, and I'll give you a prize.
I was thinking 1949.
That's a great guess. What about you, Larry?
I'd say 37.
1937, you're both way late. 1904.
Oh.
I'll give you prizes anyway. I'm a good guy. I'll give them prizes anyway. 1904 was wait a minute. I don't have my glasses on. It was 1934. You win.
Hey, all right.
Congratulations. That's outstanding. What else going on today, folks? What's on television? Not much on TV today as the Cardinals and Cubs are flying back over from London. They're not playing today, but we do have a couple of baseball games you can see. The White Sox are in Los Angeles tonight. That's on channel NBC Sports Chicago, and that's channel 643. At 8:38 is the first pitch. Dylan Cease versus Jaime Barria. And also earlier on MLB Network, it's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Atlanta Braves. Sonny Gray versus Spencer Strider for the Braves. He's having a dandy year. Right there is Larry Obrecht. Right here is Leslie Cordill. We are going to talk about the Wayne County Fair right after these words. Please do stick around. Back in a second.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I'm Dr. Eric Pikus. I'm a general practice physician here at CRHPC, and I work at the Clay Medical Center in Flora. One of the things that I love about working for CRHPC is the fact that it's a federally qualified healthcare center. And that means that we can take care of any patient, whatever the case may be. We don't have to worry about their financial situation. And I love the fact that we can take care of anybody that needs our help. So no matter what care somebody needs, we're going to give them the best possible care available without judgment.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Joining today, Leslie Cordill right here, along with Larry Obrecht. And I'm going to, I have known you for years. Mm-hmm. And I have known your name for years. And I have said Cordill 10,000 different ways over the years. How do you prefer Cordill, what? Cordill.
Yeah, I married into it.
Well, I'm certain. I know you did.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. I didn't marry into it, Leslie, so that's why I'm not all that sure how to say it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
he pronounces it Cordill.
Well, that Cordill with an I.
Yes, I know.
All right. That's. Welcome to the show. It's terrifically rude of me to ask about your name while we're on TV. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Larry, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Larry is Larry, what's your title?
President.
Larry is the president of the new Wayne County Fair, and how long, when did they sucker? I mean, when did you get this gig?
Well, I kind of took over for Gary Carter, and
Gary did it a long time, didn't
Gary was on it for several years, and I took over last year and became president, and I got stuck back in it for this year.
I got to ask you then, with Gary not there anymore, was it a surprise to you, Larry, for your first year, how much time you had to spend on it, because I'm assuming that you're spending a ton of, how many hours do you think you're spending on it?
Oh, this is really a 365-day-a-year job.
Is it really?
It is.
What happens? What happens in October that would?
Well, you're no longer getting over with the fair, and you're already planning for next year's fair.
Is that right?
That's the way it works.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How do you mean? I mean, you're just contacting vendors and things like that. Is that what you're doing?
It's not just the vendors. It's like if you go up to Springfield in January to meet at the state convention, and if you ain't got all of your stuff pretty well in line by then, you're not going to get no carnivals or nothing like that.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
See, it seemed like it used to be in talking to Gary over the years, they would go up there and that's when they would find some of their entertainment and find some of their, but a lot of it's already contracted by the time you get up there.
Contracted out already.
No kidding.
Yeah, you got to do all this and back in October, November.
Is that right?
Yes.
How do you search for a carnival? What's the best way? I mean, what's the most effective way?
There was 3 carnivals that went off the air last year.
Well, I guess that's my question.
The carnivals are getting farther.
There are fewer carnivals than there used to be, right?
Yes, there are. And our carnival's out of Marion, Illinois.
Okay.
And we've had them for a few years, and they do us a good job. And they've just got their own circuit. They travel every year, and if you're not in the clique, it's going to be hard to get one.
If you're not in the rotation, difficult to break into the rotation,
exactly.
Right? That's all right. So you never answered the question. Were you surprised at how much work it was?
Yes and no. Me and Gary worked good together for years, and I think this is my 37th year on the fair board.
Oh, good grief!
And I'm getting close to the end of my terms.
Yeah. You've been there a while.
I've been there a while, and I've seen a lot of stuff, and I've seen some good stuff, and I've seen some bad stuff, so.
Well, that's the thing. That's the odd part that maybe people don't understand about fairs.
Exactly.
And how they work. You're kind of financed not just by the folks coming through the grandstand. And although that is a good major part of it, you have to depend on state funding for a lot of it too.
You got to depend on your state funding, and they've got all these reports you got to follow out during the year. It's just not simple as everybody thinks it is.
It's not just open up the gates and welcome.
No. That's the easy part, just opening up the gates.
Leslie, how did he get you involved?
They had an opening because
Really?
the other lady kind of wanted to get out of it.
Yeah.
So I said, well,
So Larry said, Leslie.
I roped her in.
Leslie, I want you to come to Thanksgiving this year, and now, so this is how many years have you been involved, other than helping out for you ever and ever?
I trained 1 year, and then this is my second year, I guess, on my own.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
my third year.
So what's your major responsibility?
I'm over the floral hall.
You're over the floral hall, really? That's a pretty big deal, because I mean that gets visitors. That's a destination spot for folks, isn't it?
Right, yeah. Well, and then you also have all the exhibits that come in there. Like
Yeah.
people bring in their quilts and jams and handmade items.
So now, how's that judging work? Is that all judged beforehand down at the 4-H place, or the 4-H isn't involved really in the floral hall at all, although their displays come up there? How's that work?
No, it's separate. So whatever comes in the floral hall, that comes in on a Friday.
Yeah.
Kind of before the fair officially starts.
Okay.
And then it'll get judged that Saturday morning.
Okay.
But everything that's in there will stay in there for the week.
I'll be doggone. That's the thing. I feel terrible. We haven't even talked about the fair yet. About what we're just talking about. What the other stuff is. What is what's the big event this year at the fair? What are we looking forward to? What are you looking forward to?
Well, the biggest event is always the demo derby.
It is always the demolition derby, isn't it?
And I could really care less about a demo derby, but there's a lot of people who likes demo derby.
They do love it.
I guess I've seen enough crashes out on the highway over the years. It doesn't interest me anymore.
You don't need to see anymore, do you? And that is when.
That is on the last night of the fair, July the 15th.
And that's fascinating. It has kind of always been, it has switched back and forth from time to time. It's gone from Friday to Saturday to Friday to Saturday. Saturday has always seemed to work a little bit better, hasn't it?
Well, when we have a tractor pull or something like it seems like when you can get the sled.
Yeah.
And it's just like everything else, they're getting harder to get to, so that's why the demo derby got pushed back to Saturday night. We could get a lead on a Friday night, so that's what we did.
Well, that's the good that you're able to get the sled then on the Friday night, because where are they going? Because they're going to be going elsewhere on Saturday, and
exactly.
they're probably elsewhere on Thursday as well. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I've got Larry here and Leslie, and we are talking about the Wayne County Fair. We've barely scratched the surface. We're going to talk all about the Wayne County Fair starting on Saturday, July 8th, going through Saturday, July 15th, and we'll be back with Leslie and Larry here on Big Talk right after these words. Do stick around.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, MidwestFarmCo.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we'd ride them. There was one that used to have trees.
Exactly.
Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We are talking about the Wayne County Fair here with Leslie Cordill and Larry Obrecht. And I'm going to follow up on something that we were talking about in the last segment, but I am still unclear on. Okay. You said you're in charge of the floral hall,
Yes.
right? All right. If you walk through the floral hall at different times of the week, there are different items generally in there, it seems like to me.
Well, it'll be all the same items in there throughout the week, but yes, there's different items.
But okay. So, but and everything, you get blue ribbons on stuff and you get red ribbons or whatever, superiors and stuff. These are available, this is available for not just kids, isn't it?
Right, there is a junior section, but then it goes all the way to whatever age,
Okay.
all ages.
Now, what do folks show in there? What's the main things that people show?
There's quilts, there's canned goods that they've canned up themselves at home.
Uh-huh.
There is like scrapbooks, there's homemade like wooden, like a wooden item that they've made.
Just handmade stuff.
Yes, yeah, a lot of handmade cut flowers. Some people bring in their house plants.
People will also bring in art.
Yes, yeah. Pictures photography is a big one. Paintings.
Vegetables.
Where do people take these? I mean, when do they submit them for? What's the submissions process?
The Thursday before the fair is whenever they have to get their tags. So they have to tell me what exhibits they want to.
How do they get a hold of you for that?
They come to the fair
Come
office.
to the fair office. Okay.
Yes, yeah. I'll be
The
there.
office is on the north side of the
Yes.
floral hall.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
From 11 to 6 on that Thursday. And then I'll get all their information in the computer, and then they'll either get their tags back that day or get them the next day. Fridays, whenever they bring their stuff in.
Okay, and I had some quilt ladies on the show here yesterday, or day before yesterday,
Okay.
and they just had beautiful quilts. So if they submit these quilts, they win a prize. But these don't go on to state fair or anything. This is basically just a local prize, right?
Correct, yeah.
What's the prize money? Gigantic dollars, right? I don't know.
No, like $32.
That's not gigantic dollars.
No, but
Do you get paid
yeah, they
for a
get
blue ribbon?
Yes, yeah, they do.
See, that's what I
they
didn't
do.
know, Larry. Whenever I would get a blue ribbon, which probably never happened, for a craft back in grade school or something like that, we got like $3, and that was cool. I didn't know if you still paid out. I'm glad to hear
Yes.
that the price has gone up.
Times have changed.
Yeah, on every category, like the quilts, one section of the quilts, they get paid a little bit more, but they put more work into
Okay,
it. So,
okay.
but then also like you can bring in your fresh vegetables that you've grown at home.
Yeah.
And the juniors can do that too.
Well, and at this time of year, it's when the first run vegetables are starting to come on. I mean,
Right.
you're going to have some good, big tomatoes on there probably by next month. Folks still bringing in strawberries, that kind of thing, and green beans.
Green beans for sure. Strawberries, I don't
Strawberries
think
be
that
done
was,
by then, won't they?
yeah, I don't think that's an actual, I don't remember seeing those ever.
Bummer. That'd be good. Who gets the
Zucchini, cabbage.
Huh?
Zucchini, cabbage, tomatoes.
Okay, now, are you judging zucchini on taste or size, or what do how do we judge?
They don't get tasted.
They don't get tasted?
No. So
I didn't know. I have no idea.
No. The judge. It depends on what the judge is looking for, I guess. But
Okay.
it may be like take a cucumber.
Yeah.
You can get all sizes of cucumbers, but the bigger they are,
Doesn't mean
typically,
they're necessarily better.
it doesn't mean they're better.
It
No.
might be like bland or something.
Yeah, sometimes they'll go for like what one would they want to eat.
Who do you get to judge?
I just try to find somebody who probably has a lot of knowledge in
Yeah.
all the categories.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or get two that know enough between them, I guess, to judge everything.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now those will be on display. When do they start the display of that, and when can folks come in and see them?
Saturday to
The 8th?
Wednesday.
Through Wednesday. Okay, so what happens after Wednesday?
On Thursday, they get all, everybody comes in to get their stuff.
Everybody gets their stuff.
And then Friday and Saturday is when the vendor fair is.
Tell us about the vendor fair. What is the vendor market?
Well, Martha Hooper takes care of that, and people bring in, as you can see on the display, the handmade goods and just jewelry and different things that they've made,
This is stuff
and they
for sale.
sell it.
This is
Yeah.
stuff for sale. The quilts and stuff earlier in the week aren't for sale.
Oh, no.
I can't go in there and buy my cucumbers, can I?
No.
I got to tell you, if I'm getting paid $32 for cucumbers, I might not sell them either.
Right.
That's pretty cool. How big a crowd? This isn't the first year of that vendor fair, is it? You've done
No,
that a few
they've
years?
had it since I've been there.
We've had it a few years, and it seemed to be working out real well for us.
How many folks will you get in there, you think, Larry? How many different vendors? Probably a half a dozen or more, don't you?
Oh, yeah. There'll probably be at least 20 or better in
Oh,
there.
wow.
I was to say,
Yeah.
the floral hall is usually pretty
It's usually full.
Yeah.
And Martha does a real good job taking care of it for us and
Yeah.
running it, and it works out real well for us.
I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take another quick break, and we're going to talk. We haven't even talked about entertainment, carnival, or anything. We are going to do that when we return. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Back to Larry and Leslie right after these words. Stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners, made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
All right, folks, here we go. We haven't even talked about the schedule of events. Saturday night is the big day to start, right, at the Wayne County
That's
Fair. What is going on Saturday night?
Well, we're having, we got lucky and have the FFA show coming in on Saturday morning, which will be there. So all the sections, 23 section FA members will be there at their livestock.
Oh, really?
And they'll show at 9 o'clock in the morning.
So it's the FFA livestock on Saturday morning, the 8th, but then the 4-H show's later, right?
The 4-H Western Horse Show and Junior Show is later on that afternoon.
Okay.
At 3 o'clock.
And the 4-H, you get a pretty good crowd for the horse shows, don't you?
We get a decent crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, decent crowd.
This one, but this one is a free night, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
In
It's
the
free.
grandstand, yeah.
We used to have it at the fairgrounds, but they'd rather have it out there, the Wayne County Saddle Club, a little bit more area and a little more shade and stuff like that. I understand.
Oh, that's up north,
Yeah,
near
right
between
up there north on Route 45.
between Jeff and the airport.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, easy to find.
Easy to find. Big signs out.
Big signs. Okay. Then Sunday, we're not going to say the fair starts in earnest because the Midway's not going yet, but you get good crowds on Sunday night.
We get good crowds on Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon.
At 1 o'clock, we got horse racing coming.
Harness racing on Sunday. Now, is it Sunday only, or are we doing all week
No,
long?
it'd just be Sunday only.
Okay. How many races do we have, and do we know yet?
We won't know yet till about 2 or 3 days before the fair starts. That's when they have the big drawing, what horses are coming.
I was going to say, Larry, it kind of depends, doesn't it, on what horses are available and on the circuit at that time.
Exactly.
So that'll start what time?
1 o'clock.
On Sunday afternoon. Is FNB covering they usually used to cover the cost?
They do.
Okay.
It's free admission that night, afternoon, so.
Well, thanks again to the FNB folks.
Yes, and we also got a race that we gave to us through the harness racing. It's a big race. It's a $3,000 race.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? We got some kind of...
It's like a IHA or something like that, big race. I don't know all the details because I'm not into the harness racing.
Yeah.
Of it.
But it's so we're talking pretty high quality horses.
Oh,
that's a nice purse for as fairs go.
Exactly.
There aren't how many county fairs still have racing? I think Effingham does maybe, and that might be it. But there aren't very many.
I think Marion still does, but Albion, they don't have it no more.
Right.
And I don't know if Carmine is going to have it anymore or not. I don't know about them.
Okay, so
there's very few racetracks left around.
And that's at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
At 1 o'clock on Sunday.
You'll clear the horses out. Goodbye horses, clear the stands. Goodbye folks, get them back in there for the church. You're not going to clear the stands?
They don't have to clear out, they can stay right there.
You go ahead and stay out and get ready to pray.
I'll tell you, you better clear out, we got to go eat.
Actually, if it was me and I was betting the horses, the amount I'd probably lose on the horses, I'd want to stick around and pray as well. What time's church night?
7 o'clock.
Who's in charge of that?
Jason Mason. He's going to do it again this year for us.
He did that's the Not Your Ordinary Church guy.
Exactly.
Yeah. He got a good, kind of a different crowd than you'd been having over the years.
And he had a good crowd last year, so we brought him back.
That was the thing, and I over the years talking with Gary about it, it seemed like the Sunday night had just, the folks weren't all getting behind it like they had been, were they?
Right.
And this kind of gives it a new burst?
It does. Just something different.
Yeah.
You've always got to try something different. See if it works.
Well, now that's true. Okay. When will the food vendors start? Are they going to be there on Saturday? Are they going to be on there on Sunday?
Food vendors some of them will start on Sunday.
Oh, is that right?
There'll probably be food vendors open then.
Okay. Well, you always got to go to the fair and get your taffy and get and get your.
I don't know if the taffy truck will be there this year or not. I don't think they will be. But
we haven't talked to Malone?
Well, we have, but I ain't gonna go there.
There may be scheduled. Well, Larry's saying is there are scheduling issues.
But during that 1 o'clock harness racing, there's a baked goods sale from 2 to 4
Where's that?
in the floral hall.
On the floor hall.
Oh, okay, baked goods sale. Okay, now these.
Yeah, because everybody brought their baked goods in to be judged, and then after that, they get sold.
Okay, sold with the proceeds going to the fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go,
Like
ladies and
pie,
gentlemen.
cakes, and
Another
stuff like
way to help support the Wayne County Fair. Okay, what kind of cakes? You said cakes here. What are we talking about?
It's usually more pies.
Pies?
Yeah.
How many pies? I must
Several.
tell you,
Several.
I am a professional pie judge.
Or are you?
Yes, I am.
I'll have to
I'm
consider
sorry that I
next
wasn't.
year.
I'm sorry that I wasn't requested for the judging sometime. But no, I have done it professionally for years up at the Louisville Harvest Festival. Yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
They depend on me quite a bit up at Louisville. Well, that's cool. Okay. All right, we're going to get the church folks through the finished praying and singing. That's cool. And they'll get done probably about 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock on Sunday, right? How long until after they finish, will you start in with the bulldozers?
Oh, the bulldozers has already started.
Oh, have they really?
That's why we moved the motocross up onto a Monday night.
Yeah.
Way we could have all that stuff built before the fair starts.
Okay, so it's inside the track. It's not going to be on the track at all.
It's not on the horse track.
Okay.
It's on the pulling track.
I thought they came through. I was thinking they came
used to
around.
years ago.
Oh, okay.
They used to years ago. We changed all that up a little bit.
Okay. Well,
In case we have a flood.
That makes more sense. In case you had a flood and you still want to be able to run, you still want to be able to pull stuff on that thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we're going to be pulling on the horse track here eventually after that. And then we'll get to Wednesday where there's other things going on the horse track. The fun, the kids are involved on the horse track. Okay, all right, so Monday night, not only do you have the motocross starting up on Monday night, at what time can I go out there and ride a scrambler and lose my cookies?
Oh, I'd say you can probably start at 4:30 to 5 o'clock, and I think the warm-ups for the motocross, and then I think at 4 o'clock, that's when the
midway?
The midway starts.
What was the name of the midway again? It's out of Marion?
It's Little Egyptian, I think.
Little Egyptian. And they've been there several years.
They've been there several years.
They're all tremendously well inspected.
They are.
And they bring a good variety, don't they?
They did pick up one more new ride.
What's
from
that?
Last year when Ken Brinkley got out of it, they picked up one of Ken's rides, I heard, so.
Okay.
You never know what they're going to bring.
You know, one of the things that you and I think both you and Gary kind of always insisted that they have a Ferris wheel. Are they having a Ferris wheel?
We are going to have a Ferris wheel.
There you go.
You got to have a Ferris wheel.
You got to have a Ferris wheel if you're going to a fair. Exactly right. Okay, now Monday, that's the motocross. 4-H stuff is still going all the time that week, all week long, isn't it?
4-H really starts on Monday, but Tuesday is a big day for 4-H too down there.
We'll talk about Tuesday in a second, but I will tell you folks that on Monday, this show, Monday the 10th, right? Monday the 10th, this show will be shot live from the 4-H barn. Going to talk to the kids. Always have a good time talking to the kids, and talk to Ryan, who Ryan, what's a Little John?
Little John.
Ryan Littlejohn is now in charge of that. The other the doggone last 4-H coordinator went and got a new job.
That's correct.
Doggone you, vet. You should have stuck around. Okay, Tuesday. What do they got going? That Tuesday's like the hog show and all that kind of stuff,
Beef
right?
show, sheep show, all them going on.
That's really a big day for the kids down there, isn't it? They have a huge day.
Well, I guess the hog show ain't till Wednesday, but
okay.
That's when the beef and the sheep.
Beef and the sheep, and then in the grandstand on Tuesday, what do you have going? You got two different tractor pulls, don't you?
We do. We was asked for years, bring our local people back. We're just with our local trucks. It don't matter. They can drive them right off the street, come in there and pull them. I guess it's bragging rights, what we call that. And
do people do that?
Oh yeah. They love doing that. We have a lot of participants just love to show off their diesel trucks and gas trucks. And
Will they bring in tractors and stuff too?
we're getting our tractors out of Tamaroa this year.
On the Tuesday ones or the Friday ones?
Illinois Hot Farm.
The
Two
Tuesday
different
ones.
classes of tractors.
The Tuesday ones.
Yeah, Tuesdays will be coming out of Tamaroa.
Okay.
They call them Illinois Hot Farm. And they'll run, and they're hot farm.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah, they'll run about 35 mile an hour down the track. The tractor usually don't run that fast.
I'm trying to imagine a tractor running down a field at 35 miles an hour,
Exactly.
pulling a plow or something
Yeah,
like that.
but they're new to us this year. We're going to try them, see how we get along with them this year. But
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
That's
I
outstanding.
met them up at Springfield.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's cool. I tell you what, let's take a quick break. We've got so much more to talk about. We've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to talk about, as well as all the great food and entertainment at the fair. That's Leslie, that's Larry. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after these. Stick around.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owners insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
We're running out of time, and so we're sitting here reminiscing. We got to talk about what's going on here, Leslie. Quit getting me off subject. Darn yapping all the time. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We are talking to Leslie Cordill along with Larry Obrecht and about the Wayne County Agricultural Fair set for July 8th through the 15th. Now, Leslie, if anybody wants more information than what we're going to clearly get to today, where do they go to find that?
They can go on the Facebook page, the Wayne County Agricultural Fair.
Or go to that.
Yeah, and then the area banks and local businesses have the fair books now.
These are now out.
They are out.
And if you're wondering when anything is, by all means, take a look at it's just page like two pages in here, right there. The schedule of events. It's the easiest, handiest summary you can find, and you can also find this at the Facebook page too, right? At least the highlights of it.
This is more detailed right here.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. This is the detail. This is the detailed part. That's the detailed part. I got to make sure.
Right.
So we are up to Tuesday. We talked about the first tractor pull. Wednesday, Larry, I don't know who decided to do this, but it's a ton of fun.
Hillary.
Yeah.
Hillary, this is what Hillary decided to
She
do.
said, we need to try this.
Tell everybody what's going on Wednesday night.
Well, it's team pig penning.
Team pig penning.
All different ages.
This is amazing.
You can't be old enough to be in team pig penning.
And it's groups of 5, wasn't it?
I think it's 4 or 5.
Yeah,
4 or 5.
yeah, I think it's 4. But yeah, so what it is, it's out on the track,
It's out on the track,
right in front of the main grandstand.
main grandstand, and they got a big pen, got one pig in it,
There's one pig.
and they've got to put this pig in this center pen without touching it.
Which sounds very simple.
And yes, and they're on time.
And it sounds very easy.
And it's in the
Exactly.
mud.
And it's in, ankle-high mud.
Yeah.
You don't want to wear shoes that you want to keep.
Or go to church in.
Because you may not come out with your shoes.
Exactly.
Because you're going to mud up the track.
Exactly.
And businesses. There were 2 years ago when I was there were probably, I had to miss it last year, but 2 years ago when I was there were probably about 25 businesses there, 25 teams there.
Yeah.
I think there was up to around 50 or 60 teams last year.
Is that right?
Yeah, and we look for it to be bigger this year.
Teams of all ages.
Yes.
We're doing something better for the kids this year.
What's that?
We're going to give a 4-H club $250 for the fastest time,
Oh, no kidding.
a group.
$250?
We're going to give them that 4-H club $250 for the fastest time.
That's incredible.
And not only that, we're going to do that for the FFA group.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you go.
So
That is outstanding.
Yeah.
That's great. What time does that start on Wednesday?
that starts at 7 o'clock, I believe.
7 o'clock
Yeah.
on Wednesday. So the team pig penning, it's a howl, folks. It is an outstanding
Any
time.
FFA group wants to come out of county, only Effingham, wherever,
See, those FFA groups, they usually have their little contests among themselves.
Exactly. Come
I know
on
that
down.
Edwards County had folks. I think that's where Hillary got it from, right? She
probably.
stole this from the Edwards County Fair, which is fine. I mean, it's not stealing. That's
Borrowing.
Borrowing. And they still do it too. So, I mean, it's not like she took it from them. But yeah, they had a time, and that's really cool, the competition. And you're paying out $250
for the FFA and for the 4-H both.
with the fastest time.
Fastest time.
That's great. Once you get the hang of it, and I suspect some of the folks who've been doing it now 2 or 3 years, they might be starting to get the hang out of it.
Well, maybe
You
not.
can't count on a pig, though.
Right.
You can't count on a hog, no, you can't. What's going on Thursday? Who wants to tell me about
We got
that?
the rodeo coming in,
Who's coming in? Which one?
TNA.
Oh, they do it. They're outstanding.
We had them last year, and they're coming back this year. And
They're the ones out of
Missouri.
Missouri, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
they've changed some of their stuff around. They got different clowns, and they've got a bunch. And we're having mutton busting there again this year.
Oh, see, now that's cool. That gets kids out there. They have a good
yeah.
time. We're going to have bulls?
We'll have bulls, horses,
There you go.
all that.
There you go. Is it 7 o'clock pretty much every night at the?
Except for Friday night, and then we're starting at 6:30.
What's Friday?
That's when we're bringing in the bigger boys with the hotter machines for the truck and the semi and tractor pull.
These are the boys that you can't really, you can't pull in off the street and join, can you?
No, not really. Well, the semis you can. They're more local semis, but there will be some hotter ones there. And that's something we've been trying to get for several years.
ITPA, it's Indiana and Illinois both, isn't it? Or
We don't have nothing to do with ITPA.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're putting this on our own this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So we have a lot of people saying, yeah, we'll bring our semi down off the road, unhook the grain cart from it,
Sure.
whatever, and see what she'll do.
Oh, well, now that is cool.
Yeah.
We're talking tractor pull, tractor, well, it's a semi-tractor, so yeah.
Plus, we're bringing Illinois stock back, which Dennis Cook and Larry Reed and that bunch, they're coming back.
That's what I meant, not ITPA, the Illinois
They're
stock
coming
guys.
back Friday night. So,
And that's starting at 6:30. That'll go hours. That'll be a lot of fun.
but we're also bringing a bunch in from up north, and they're going to have 4 classes for us, and they're going to have some super stock pickups, 2-wheel drives, 4-wheel drives. And
No kidding.
Diesel trucks, and yeah.
That's a big night.
That's going to be a big night.
That's going to be a big night. That's Friday the 14th, and then we kind of already talked about that on Saturday the 15th, you get a large crowd inside the track as well as out in the grandstand, don't you, for that demolition derby?
But we don't want to forget, we got the antique show in the morning on the Saturday.
What's that?
Oh, all these
classic car show.
Yeah, these Randall Pell's in charge of that. He'll be bringing the antique.
The antique tractor show.
Antique tractors in and stuff like that.
So now they're not going to join the demolition derby.
No, they're not going to join. But they're for show people. It's kind of interesting to walk around these older tractors.
Do you put them on the infield as well, or where do you put them?
No, they're out there right north of the grandstand.
Oh, okay, just north of the grandstand.
That where everybody can see them.
Toward the horse barn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a nice place for them. How many tractors you think they'll get?
Oh, there'll be 15 or 20 in there anyway. They might be bigger this year. You never know.
And that's from like 9 to noon, or
that's
11 to 3.
11 to 3.
11 to 3, I think.
11 to 3. Okay.
Yeah.
But they'll be out there Friday night. If we have a tractor breakdown, they'll have them there to pull our tractor off for them.
Well, now that's cool.
Yeah.
That's outstanding that they're out there a day early to help out. And then of course the demolition derby. If I want to buy. All right, we've already talked about all these events. Mm-hmm. What if I want to buy a pass for the whole thing? What am I looking at?
Box seats. You get 4 chairs in that box seat, or it also is the high back chairs. It's kind of like a stadium seating right behind the box seats, and it's $170 for the whole week.
For $170 per ticket?
$170 for 4 seats.
$170 for 4 seats.
Yes.
Leslie, you're lying.
No.
Leslie, what are you doing? Why would you lie to me on the show here?
So really, that's your best deal, because otherwise the box seats range from 20 to 30 per seat.
Yeah. I mean, you can get the grandstand for like $10 each night. Or
right.
10 or 20, or depending on the event.
Right.
But if you want the box seat, the comfortable seats, which, as those of us get older, we kind of want the comfort. Larry knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. If you want a back of a chair, that would be a great deal. So if you go to the events for more than 2 nights, then the box seats for the whole week is well worth it.
It just pays for it.
Yes.
And that's the cool part. There are folks, you've already started selling those, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, yep.
And you've got plenty left, but still great seats available.
Oh,
I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
First and second row of seats?
So it's the box seats, and then there's 2 rows of the high back chairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
and
thinking,
then after that, it's the bleachers.
the bleachers. Okay.
Yeah, after that.
I was do we still have, so is the first row of boxes still available? Do you still have some
I
boxes?
still have some available. Yep.
Okay. I want to make sure that.
A few right there towards the middle, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, now we're talking.
And if
Right.
for some reason you can't come for the whole week, give them to your friends. They can use them.
This isn't something that I got to transfer on an app on my phone, is it?
No.
No, this are paper tickets.
Yes,
Yeah, so
they
look.
can get them any night of the fair, but they'll be available.
If I want to buy tickets, where do I go?
Well, you call me, and then I'll direct you where to go.
What-
My number is in the book.
The number is in the book. What's the phone number for that?
It's on page 6 of your book.
You don't want to say it on TV, do you? It's on page 6 right there in the book. Since she doesn't want to say it, I'm not going to say it. Leslie Cordill, ladies and gentlemen. Look for Leslie Cordell's name on page 6.
Yes.
And then by all means, buy your tickets. Buy them now, buy them early. Get to the Wayne County Fair. We haven't talked about the food. Big Boy's going to be there, we know.
Big Boy's going to be there.
We got all kinds. There's just going to be all kinds of outstanding
There's
food.
going to be 10 or 11 at least concession stands there.
That's what we're looking.
bringing in a couple new ones this year. I've never been to our fair. One's out of DuQuoin.
Oh, good.
And one's going to be out of, I think, Tamaroa.
Always good to have new stuff. Larry, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Best of luck to you at the fair. Leslie, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Folks, we'll see y'all next time on Big Talk. Have an outstanding day. See you soon.